select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
The Nick Foles era begins in Jacksonville.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they had won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Foles.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run in.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Foles looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Move, Jaguar pressure, and a Jaguar sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Go, go, go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Foles now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 91 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, you're not.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards, that kick return goes down for. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. 16 yards, a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 7, Foles throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll run with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles completes it to Lee. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
We go. 16 yards on the play.
950. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
1-1.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's out to his running back, Fournette. The third down run gets him nothing. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go play action here on first down. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 15 yards on the play, first down. Foles now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 45 on 2nd down, Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Foles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The defense is doing their... But they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And let's look at Carlos Hyde now. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Mahomes firing complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's got Watkins on the out route, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that's complete. It's Allington.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Butker able to put this one through. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 3. .300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he takes it across midfield to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea. Right, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Ellington. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now throwing the ball to start. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yep. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things here. First and 10, just outside the 30. Now Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Jerry Atauchu brings him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones. Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We had a high-scoring first half, and that really has continued here into the second half.
If you like defense, there's no way you can continue to watch this, but you probably are with your fingers spread, right? Watching them through those eyes, trying to say, my goodness, when can they stop someone? But this game is so much fun if you're watching it because the competitiveness of both offenses going at each other, it's been a blast.
A lot of entertainment. Back now in Jacksonville. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. This is Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. They run it. It's the ex-Chief, Spencer Ware. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point. Lead. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. On second down, it's Ware. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by a Spencer Ware touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. They run it here. Ware. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run now with Ware.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ware. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try and run with Ware. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On 2nd down, Ware. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They run again with Ware. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mahomes to throw once more. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands, and the Bills have wound up winning that football game. A win would be their first of the young season.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check it out, Reed.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guy.